Welcome everyone. Today we're going to focus on recharging our energy levels through focusing into the kidneys and the adrenals. So they really are the storehouses for our energy. And when we get too stressed from, whether it's overworking, emotional, mental, physical or external stress, the adrenals can just produce too much cortisol and eventually start feeling pretty fatigued. So, and our kidneys, of course, house our all-important prana or chi, which is our life force, our energy, our aliveness, our yin-yang. Abundant kidney prana correlates to a strong physical constitution as well as a strong innate sense of purpose and will. So we want to focus into those areas today with some asana and pranayama that's going to make us feel nice and recharged and hopefully a little zen too. I know that's what I feel like today. I hope it's what you also feel like. So let's make a start. We're going to come down onto our backs. So just slowly rolling down onto your back. Right. And let's just start by taking the arms out to the sides, walk the feet out to the edges of the mat. We'll inhale at center here. And we'll exhale, knees down to the right hand side. Inhale back to center. And exhale down to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. And exhale down to the left. Come back up to center. Leave the feet hip width apart and just bring the knees in to lock together. Bring your hands to the belly. And I just want you to feel like you're bringing that breath down, which prana always follows breath. So bring that breath down and see if you can feel it moving in this part of the body here where we house the kidneys and adrenals, so that side back body. See if you can feel it expanding as you breathe in. And condensing as you breathe out. Yeah, let's release. Bring the feet back hip width apart, arms down beside the body, roll the shoulder blades under. Pushing through the balls of the big toes as we inhale, hips up to the ceiling. And exhale, rolling down. A few more of those at your own pace. You make the choice whether you want to bring the arms into the movement as well. If you are, make sure the hips and the hands come down to touch at the same time. Make sure the breath is the boss, really leading your movement. Probably 98% of times in yoga, we inhale as the body rises and we exhale as the body lowers. Good rule to remember. Let's do one more. When you're done, bring the knees into the chest and just give the back a little rock from side to side. Center. Let's reach all the limbs up to the ceiling and just rotate wrists and ankles in one direction. Still focusing on that deep breathing, particularly that ujjayi breathing, that ocean sounding breath. Back in the opposite direction. And then back to center. We're going to come up through to table position, so you can either roll yourself up or roll onto your side and come up to a sitting position. and through to table. You just do that the way that it suits you. So from here, let's come up onto the knees and we'll place the hands on hips. And we'll extend your right leg out. Inhale up through left side of body, find the length. And exhale over, breathing into this space here. Good job breathing. And let's release. Let's bring that arm down. Make sure wrist is in front of shoulder. And raise the leg up. If it suits, you can keep it down if you want. Raise the arm. Let's bring the leg back if it suits. Grab the ankle and open. And reach out. And let's come back up. While we're here, bring the hands down to the floor, take that back foot flat and come back and sit on the heel. Only if it feels okay for you, if not, just stay up on the heel, up on the knee. Let's inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale up. And we'll exhale back and hold. And coming back up. Coming back through to table position. And back up onto the knees. Hands on hips, let's extend the opposite leg out. Inhale, length through side body. And coming over. Take the breath right down to that area, the yogi, so that we can take the breath to any part of the body. That means we can feel any of the part of the body with that healing, vital prana. Or the Chinese called chi. Work with it. Let's release. Open the chest out first, raise the leg and hold, raise the arm. Grab the ankle, if it works for you, and open out front of the body. Gently stimulating and nourishing into that kidney area. And these gentle back bends. Release back out. And coming up. Let's stay here. Take that back foot flat, hands down. Breathing in. Exhale, come back to sit on the heel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale back to hold. Now let's come back up, draw that leg back in. And I want you to come and sit the legs off to the side like that. Bring your left hand out, fingers nice and spread, because we're really be putting our weight onto that hand. Bring the other arm across and push the hips forward towards me. I'm going to do this in a roll in a moment, roll through it a few times. So let's release, take the arm out. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. One more. Inhale up. Hold. And release down. Take the hands back. Or you can flip the legs to the other side. Let's come up onto the knees. Breathe into that space you're creating. And let's roll with it. Bring the arm down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. let's come back down. Come back through table, bring the big toes together. Wide-legged child's pose. Raise the head and walk the hands over to the right. Surrender the head. Raise the head and walk all the way to the other side. And surrender down. Still you're feeling that length through the side body, breathe into it. Now let's come back through center and up to table position. So from here, chest forward as we breathe in. And exhale as we come into cat stretch. Inhale. Exhale. One more, breathing in. And out. So we come back to neutral spine, lengthen your table. Bring the sit bones back to the heels with the toes tucked. We're preparing for downward dog. Just feel that length through the spine. Fingers are nice and spread. And let's lift the hips up. Push the floor away. I don't mind how much of a bend you've got in the legs. Keep it nice and easy for the back. And let's walk the hands back. If you find this difficult, the wider you take your feet, the easier that will be for you. And we're going to take the arms out to the side, inhale all the way up, and exhale. Now let's walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms all the way up, we're going to hold it there, palms facing towards each other. So we come into a squat pose. So try not to put that curve in the back, so to drop the tailbone down a bit and really hold that core in. Bring the hands down to prayer. We're going to open out to the right. Back to center. And over to the left. Back to center. And lower down to forward bend. Let the head drop. Just let everything release and surrender. Just let the hands and arms dangle. Let's come into half lift as we breathe in and exhale, breathing out. Step your right leg back, drop the knee. We're going to open the chest. So the arms come out parallel to the floor, palms facing forward. And let's release down. We're going to straighten through that left leg. Breathe in. And as you exhale, feel that stretch. Surrender the head. Release. Let's come back to plank position. You can step through table and stay in table if you want. If plank's too much for you. From here, nice and strong, let's drop the knees down and up. You can just keep the knees down if you want. Down and up and down and up and down and up and down. We're going to come all the way down. Good, and we're going to come through to Sphinx pose. Elbows up underneath the shoulders. You know, elbows out further if you need to for your back. And let's hold it here. Push the floor away with the elbows. Feel the shoulders. If you sort of collapse in this pose, you look like this. If you're active, The chest is reaching forward, as long as it's okay with your back. Let's take the elbows out to the sides. We take the arms off, hands off to the sides, off the mats, fingertips on the floor. I'm going to come into rolling cobra 3 times, chin to chest. So we lead up with the shoulder blades. Inhale, just to the height that suits you. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Needs to feel good. We're going to lower down and bring ourselves back to wide-legged child's pose. Take your time. Now let's come up. We're going to make our way through to downward dog. We'll come into scorpion tail. So we'll raise the right leg. We'll open out that hip. Equal weight on the hands. We'll square the hips and step all the way through. You know, if you need to, you can step through table and take that nice and slow, that step. We're going to turn the back foot out and come up to warrior 2. So draw that warrior's bow. So we come up to hold. Well done. I'm going to straighten the front leg and come into trikonasana or triangle pose. This is where you feel that stretch through this part of the body. Let's breathe in. Reach forward, hand to shin, hand to hip. As you open that chest out, raise the arm. You can keep the hand resting on the leg if you need that support. Or bring the back of the hand to the inside of the leg. Let's come back to warrior 2 and through to easy side angle. So just hold this side angle for a moment. If it feels okay for you, take that top arm down and bring it to the top of that thigh. So you're getting that beautiful chest opening there. Let's release. Pivot to the ball of the back foot and just drop that back knee down. Plant the left hand and open out to the right. Raise the back a leg if it suits, or keep it down. Bring the hand back down. We're going to come back to plank position or table if it suits you better. And we'll make our way through our flow. So I'm going to drop my knees. I'm going to just come into a gentle cobra. And all the way back to downward dog. Let's take ourselves for a little walk. Really bring the hips into the walk, so you allow that lengthening through the side body and that movement through the hips. And back to center. Raise your left leg, bend the leg and open the hip. Square the hips and step forward. Turn that back foot out. Draw your warrior's bow and come up to your warrior 2. Shoulders relaxed. And just holding it here. I'm going to straighten that front leg. Inhale. Reach forward, shin and hip. Open the chest. Raise the upper arm. Feeling that stretch through this part of the body. This is where you should feel it. Feel a good stretch through the leg as well. Feel free to have a little bend in that leg if you want. I'm going to release my hand. You can keep the hand supporting if you want. And just allow the head to be, traditionally it's up, looking up towards this hand. I say put your head wherever it suits your neck. If that feels wrong on your neck, bring your nose back in line with the centre of your chest. Let's come back to warrior two. Easy side angle. Try and feel that line down the side of the body from the outside of the foot to the fingertips. And then bring that upper hand down, wrap it around your back and find that gentle opening. Right chest, or upper chest, sorry, reaching towards the ceiling. And let's release. As we come back, we're going to step forward. And with a nice bend in the legs, arms come out as we inhale all the way up. And back to Tadasana. Okay, alright, so let's come into a couple of balancing poses. Just standing with the feet hip width apart, hands on the hips, just a little softness in the knees. I'm going to shift our weight to the left and raise the right leg up. Just want you to simply hold around the knee and draw that knee up as close to the body as you can and hold. Hold your drishti nice and steady. And let that breath come right deep into the body. I'm going to release, hands to the hips. Now you can move to a wall and have your buttocks up against the wall if you want. But otherwise we're going to move straight into standing pigeon. So nice bend in that standing leg, setting the sit bones back, hands to heel and knee as we hold here. Let's come up, raise the leg up, inhale, and exhale down. Good work. Shift the weight to the opposite side. Grab the knee, draw it in, nice flexed foot on the upper foot. Arrange yourself if you need to the wall. Release. Bend the standing leg. Open that hip. Send the sit bones back and hold. Now let's inhale. And exhale down. Well done. Coming back to the front of your mat. Let's inhale. And exhale all the way down. Half lift. And release. Step your right leg back. We're going to come back to plank position, table if you prefer. Make your way through your flow, the way it suits you. Back in downward dog. Come high onto the toes and drop the knees to the floor. Good work. So from here, I'm going to come into a gentle or half camel. So let's come up onto the toes. Raise the right arm. Bring it back either to your lower back or maybe down to your heel. Make sure you're not leaning off to the side. You want to keep the body nice and straight and those hips stacked over the knees. So either here or here. I'm just holding it. You want to feel this chest opening and that lengthening through the front body. And of course we're getting into the back body here, the kidneys and adrenals with this gentle back bend. Let's release down, left hand down, right hand down. Inhale, chest forward, and exhale, round the back. Back to center. Let's inhale up, this time left arm comes up to the lower back or the heel. And reaching, you can either just be reaching up for those with these back issues or finding that little bend. Chest open. Some of you might like to drop the feet flat if you've got the space. And let's release. Right hand, left hand, chest forward. Exhale. Cat stretch. And coming back to center. Alright, so we're going to come into frog pose. Really accesses that kidney meridian. Beautiful, restful pose. So I want you to take one knee off your mat and one knee on. Turn the inner ankles to the floor, and you want the ankles directly behind the knees in line with the hips here. And just allow the knees to come out as far as it's comfortable for you. Bring the forearms to the floor. I like to stack my fists and then just rest my head. See if you can focus on the breath and take it down to that side body. Feel the expanding and condensing in the area of the kidneys. Let's push forearms into the floor, help those knees back towards each other. I'm just going to come into a standard child's pose. So knees together or slightly apart, forehead to the floor, arms back beside the body. Ujjayi breath. And let's come up to sit on the heels. If you don't like sitting on the heels, come up onto your knees and just stay there. If you're okay though, heels out and big toes touching, fingertips to the floor, and see if you can push the knees up, and you might want to keep that support of the hands on the floor. Or come on, hands into prayer position as you find that point of balance on the feet. And good work, and lower back down. Alright, come forward, either knees to one side or cross the ankles. We're coming back to sitting position. And I want you to bring one heel in towards the body. If you find sitting positions quite difficult, I recommend you sit up on something, a cushion or something, just to give a bit of release through the hips. And with this bent leg, you can always put something under that knee to support it, a block or books or something, or another cushion. Bring this opposite leg up for rock the baby. Some of you will hold the foot and the knee like this, and others you'll have the space to bring that foot into the elbow and interlace the hands. let's come back to center. Take that leg down into a cross-legged position that suits you. So if that's Sukhasana, that's great. Some of you might want to try Siddhasana, heels lined up, or half lotus if you're used to that. Take the sit bones back wherever you are, hands out in front. Let's breathe in and exhale, coming forward. Drop the head. Raise the head, walk the hands over to the left. Surrender the head. Now let's walk the hands all the way to the other side. And back to center and coming back up. Let's swap sides. The opposite. Either heel and knee or a full cradle. Coming back to center and releasing down to that sitting pose that suits you. We've all got one side that's more comfortable than the other. And just noticing those differences. Sit bones back, breathing in. And exhale forward. Raise the head over to the left, surrender down. Raise the head and over to the other side. And coming back to center, all the way back up, good work. Across the legs, and let's just bring the legs out in front here. So bring the hands to the back of the thighs and rock yourself up. Bring the legs up parallel to the floor. Nice straight back, let that chest come forward. You can leave the hands on the legs or release, whatever suits. And then let's raise one leg up, the other leg up, 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 up. Now hold here. You can bring the hands back to the legs if you want. Straighten the legs, push the chest forward, hold. Hands back. And I want you to roll all the way down to the floor. Good. Bring those knees up to the chest again. One hand on each knee and just rotate the knees around in a circular motion. And back in the opposite direction. Back to center. Take the feet to the floor. Take them out nice and wide. Let's inhale. Drop knees down to the right hand side and let's just stay there. If it suits you, you can bring the right foot up to the outside of the knee and just hold it there. Doesn't suit everyone. If it doesn't feel right for you, just release it. Release, come back through center, breathe in. And knees down to the opposite side. Foot to the outside of the knee and hold. Release, and let's come back through center, knees to chest once more, and just a little rock from side to side. And for final relaxation, we're going to do that in legs up the wall pose. So I want you to find a spot in your room where you can take your legs up, take your mat there. Make yourself as comfortable as possible. So if you haven't done legs up the wall before, get the side body up to the wall first. Turn the back of the body towards the wall and bring the legs up. And hopefully you want the buttocks to be touching the wall or as close to the wall as possible. If it doesn't feel good for you, you can bend the legs, soles of the feet together and stay there like that. But otherwise, let's just hold it here. Closing the eyes, the mouth. Just releasing anything to make yourself as comfortable as possible. Arms can rest beside the body or on the belly, whatever feels comfortable for you. Connecting to the breath, feel it coming down into the kidney and adrenal area, that nourishing prana. I want you to feel the connection of your body to the floor, starting with the back of the head, the upper back and shoulders. Just let the shoulders drop a bit more. Just notice if there's any expression on the face, let it go, let the whole face soften. Awareness to the whole upper back, middle back, lower back, the whole spine down the center of the back, the hips and buttocks, back of the upper legs, back of the knees, calf muscles, heels, soles of the feet, toes, top of the feet, ankles, shins, knees, top of the upper legs, hips, lower belly, upper belly, the whole rib cage, through to the upper chest, collarbones, pit of the throat, neck, jaw, chin, mouth, nose, bridge of the nose, eyebrow center, awareness back to the breath and drawing it down to the kidneys. you're ready, just bending the legs, bring the soles of the feet back to the wall, rolling out into whatever side is convenient, really, and making your way back up to a sitting position. Just taking your time. So if you like, joining me for mantra Om, hands in prayer, thumbs at heart center. Let's breathe in. Breathe in. Thumbs up to the eyebrow center, repeating after me. Namaste. And release. Thanks everyone. I want you for the rest of the day, if you can, keep bringing that breath down deep into the body, and particularly into this side body here where the kidneys and adrenals are, and just you imagine you're bringing that prana down and really nourishing that area. We can bring the breath into any part of the body, and combined with that strong visualization, it's a really powerful exercise. So I hope you have a good day. Thank you.